5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and I was in bed and whatnot. But he just knocked on the door again. This kid is telling me a little bit about his life, and he says that his baby photos weren't his. He thinks that isn't it funny how the sand landed on my doorstep? He thinks he was trafficked. His parents were in the porn industry, cell phone industry, and they know all the politicians here in town. So now what the fuck do I do? Tyler, these are friends of mine. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Loud and clear, Wanda.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yep, sure can. Loud and clear.
Okay, so what do I do at this point with this young man? He thinks that he was trafficked. He's telling me, hey, I get people can lie to you and stuff, but I'm not stupid, okay?
I want to say I was trafficked. I just don't understand all the lies they tell me now.
He says his baby photos weren't his. They were his cousins. His parents are in the porn industry. They're high politicians. Here, I'm going to let Tyler talk to you guys. This is Tyler. I just met him last night chasing my dog. Here, Tyler.
Hello.
Hey, Tyler. How's it going, bud?
It's been better, but I'm struggling.
I'm going to flip the camera around so they can see your face, okay, Tyler?
All right.
So what's going on, man?
Well, ever since I flunked college, my life has been going downhill. Just recently, I just been hearing a lot of things from a lot of different people, and my parents have been lying to me constantly, and I'm sabotaging my life for the past 2 years, and I'm trying to figure out why. I've been trying to dig deep into the history of my family, and they don't want to tell me anything, but I think it goes all the way back to my parents' wedding photo, because there's a picture of a blonde-haired kid with a different shaped nose than I do, because my nose is distinct. In the photo, they tell me it's me, but it's not me, and I'm wondering why they lie about stuff like that. They tried to lock me in the mental hospital illegally 3 different times. Just recently, I went to court over my mom over it. She calls me a drug addict when I don't even really do drugs, and they sentenced me to the mental hospital again, but the head psychologist at Trinity, I think is head psychologist, last minute decided to let me go because I don't think he wanted to put me through all that again, because, I'm not crazy. My dad owned a cell phone store. I don't know if he invented the HDMI cable, but I used to build satellites for his business when I was younger, and they stalk me constantly 24/7. The 48 Laws of Power, that book has ruined my life, and my aunt works at SRT.
SRT is a cable, satellite, internet service here, guys.
And they, my entire life have stolen all my data, manipulated it, and they terrorize me with it. I don't think my parents are porn stars or anything like that. I just see a lot of household items that my parents own in videos. I'm questioning them on that. My dad, I don't know, apparently I'm getting 86 from town, which is already banished, but I can't even get an ID in town. They send people they've stolen everything from me, my truck, my license, my business, my tools. And then when they purposely sabotage me, they blame me and call me a drug addict, say I'm going mentally insane and I have these illnesses, but I show them the proof of what I'm describing. There's this Facebook page called Facebook Uncensored, and there's a picture of me butt-ass naked with my head shaved. And I ask her about that, and she just tells me to delete my Facebook. I don't know if it's real or not, because ever since I got the iPhone X and they had facial recognition, and I did that, they have been using my face in a lot of weird videos. They purposely have got me addicted to drugs since my first inhaler. I don't even have asthma anymore. And then when I was 16, 17, they got me addicted to painkillers, which kind of ruined my life. And right now I live in a bare apartment. I have nothing. I can't even get an...
Starts out by saying he doesn't even do drugs like that. A lot of his story ain't fucking adding up. He keeps contradicting himself.
From the DMV. I'm questioning if I'm even really Canadian, and I don't know if my parents are really my parents. Because of all, I thought they were my whole life, but just all the lies is making me question things now. and I just don't know what to do.
Well, somebody in the chat here says it sounds like a conspiracy against you, and it definitely sounds like your parents are gaslighting you, saying that you're crazy, and go to the police.
I can't though. My dad works for the city now as a firefighter. That's what they want me to believe. I don't know what he really does, but
Come on.
I got an apartment with money
I don't know what he
that my mom stole from. It was $1,500 I had to pay up front. She stole $2,000 from me from my bank account, money I worked hard for. And that was the last money. When they sold my work truck, I said, sorry, I'm not gonna work, and I should. That bad philosophy, but I got an apartment, and the door handle didn't work. There was light bulbs missing. There was the trim was off the wall, and there's no kitchen or cable or the box for electricity, and I ended up moving out of there to a bigger house with my friend for like a month. He works for my parents, and I got kicked out. I went back to my apartment. The whole place is trash. There's spray paint on the wall. I won't say who did it, but I'm not the best either. And they smashed the window, and then my mom gave me a bill for the apartment, and they said they fixed the window, they fixed the door, and they fixed everything, and they didn't do one thing. And it's like things like that I'm getting screwed out on. And I just looked online yesterday, and it says my mom is a manager at the apartment that I rented from. And when I was gone, it was just apparently the sex room, but they put some stolen property in there. And then when my lease went up, a sheriff went to my apartment, and now I just randomly have this theft of charge property for an apartment that's in my name. But to get an apartment, you have to get an application, you have to sign a lease, and I didn't do any of that. I signed for the keys, and that's it. And for my lease, they have
Don't worry about the chart. I'm worried about your life, man. Don't even worry about that.
Aw.
Anyways, Wake. So where do I go from here? He's saying because you know what? People don't just make shit like that up. And I find it ironic that it's landed on my doorstep with everything we're doing, right?
Oh, they broadcasted me live, doing things I don't want to do, because they fucking have stolen my life from underneath my feet. Called me crazy. They said everyone's laughing at me. I know why everyone's laughing at me. I don't want to do the things I do, but they've just manipulated my life in a way, and honestly, I made some bad mistakes too along the road, and apparently there's no second chances, according to them, but I just don't know what to do anymore. I need to get an ID from the DMV. I can't do that without my birth certificate. I lose my identification, and somehow my mom magically ends back up with it. They gave me a MacBook Pro computer, and it had a Linux-based operating system, and I pawned my laptop, and she got it back. And right when I got it back, I called it out because there was some software that wasn't on there before, and I told them that right away, and they said, "No, you're crazy," and I don't lie anymore. I don't steal. And when I was telling the truth, they told me I was a liar and I'm crazy. So my reality's kind of all messed up. I have mental illnesses now. I apparently have amnesia, but I've gone 8 days without food, sleep, or water because of my schizophrenia they've given me, just telling me weird things. I go hungry.
Are you hungry?
My stomach's small. I just ate it. I'm good right now. But back to my apartment thing. This is the reason I can't go to the police, because I don't even own the apartment, and they put stolen property in there on purpose. And now they issued a warrant.
He's got a little warrant. I'm going to help him walk through that. But my problem is that what he's telling me, I don't see. This landed on my doorstep, you guys. I've just met this kid. It's kind of funny how things like this work and what we do. But what he's telling me is his family's pretty high up here, North Dakota. The McCain Institute is real bad here for human trafficking. And if this is one of them kids that we are researching, then, and his family's up there, I don't know what the fuck to do at this point.
Well, I'm 21.
Oh, gee, wait, let him talk.
I'm 21, apparently 23 according to the internet and what people tell me. And I don't know if the Real ID Act is actually real, because I think it's the dumbest law I've ever heard of. But everything I need to get an ID, I don't have, and every step I try to do to improve my life, like, they stole my computer, so I built one, and they send people out to come to my apartment. Honestly, I'm fixing up the apartment that I don't even own right now, repainting the walls, I put the trim back on, put all new light bulb, just because the amount of effort that went into sabotaging my apartment by different people was so great. I'm like, you know what? I can at least try once to at least fix it, because...
What I would suggest to do, if it's
Hang on, let me put here, OG.
serious about what's actually happening, is probably to record some evidence of it if this stuff's ongoing, and then take it to the police, because I don't, I feel sorry for you and everything, but I don't understand what you want our help for. Like, is what is? Sorry, I've just come into this conversation. I just disappeared for a minute. I was going to do something. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but what is your issue? Like, what do you need help with?
I don't know what to do.
OG, this kid showed up listen, I was chasing my dog last night, and he was going down the street with another kid on a bicycle, and they helped me catch my big dog, and my dog was going to bite him, right? Because he's one of them kind of dogs. He's a guard dog, and the kid wrapped his arm up and said, if you got a cigarette, I'll grab the dog by the collar. So I said, man, I'll give you a cigarette. Just help me. So he got my dog for me, got him back. I gave the kid a pack of cigarette. And then he knocks on my door at 6 o'clock this morning. That didn't go over well with Scott and me. And now he just came back. I slept because I was up late last night on the internet. So I slept in. And as soon as I got up, he was knocking at the door at like noon, at 12, at 1. And no, I don't think that he's been into my accounts to know what I'm doing. I don't feel this is a feel sorry for empathy, trying to get close to me kind of story, if you know what I mean. So he starts coming out with this information. He said he's seen his parents were in the porn industry, high up in politics here. SRT is the satellite. They run the satellite connections in the internet here in Minot, in most of North Dakota. They run that stuff.
Hey, Wanda, can I
Yeah.
get in real quick?
Is this Dredge? Hi, Dredge, my brother.
This is Treach and my mom and my wife.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Before you get into details on what is going on, my first piece of advice, as always, is to report whatever is going on to as many authorities as you can. And while I say that, I'm going to tell you that I have no hope or faith in any authorities that they'll act on anything. So my advice to you after that, because you need to document this shit. Whatever, I have no idea what your situation is, because I was talking with my mother, and everybody's dealing with some shit in their own lives. So I tune in because I heard that you need advice. So that's my first piece, and to follow that is the real chunk. What you can actually do is start a YouTube page. Go down to, if you don't have access to internet or any technology, go get a library card at your local library, and you can use their internet for a certain amount of time every day, and you can start building a YouTube page and other social sites, and you get your fucking